Video rolling.
Video rolling.
Three. Hold on.
Oh,
So,
you can keep
okay.
recording.
3, 2.
Hello, welcome back to the Yeah Show, special segment edition. This is our swag check with George.
What up, everybody? This is how I do.
Party people.
Yeah, I told you guys, man, I was just gonna come out like that.
Yeah.
Well,
like
you
this,
know,
like that.
like this. See how it goes? I don't know.
Cool.
I just hate trying to pretend, trying to keep up that high image that I got.
This is a fucking costume. This is a way of life.
Right. You know, people expect this.
Right.
We need to keep them here. You know, we're here. We need them here.
This is how I bring it down at the house.
Well, thank you, George, for your community service.
Well, you know what? It's tough to keep up the good work when you're, at the pad, just chilling.
Just chilling. Straight
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah. There's no point in being swaggy
Straight
when you're at the
chilling,
house.
straight chilling.
So,
All right.
even though this is a swag check, doesn't mean I gotta be swaggy. I
So
guess.
be it.
Well, teach their own. It's like what they say: do as I say, not as I do.
There we go. I love it.
So this is our how many YouTube episode?
This is going to be our fifth.
Really, that many?
Big swag check, yes.
Yeah.
So exciting. I hope everybody enjoyed our other ones. We enjoyed doing it. Again, this is the segment for our new viewers where George gives us the truth on swag, okay?
Yeah.
I bring him a person that the public finds swaggy and is big in the public eye, and George gives us the truth.
Yeah, because I know everything about style and fashion.
There we
And
go.
what's hip.
What's hip?
What is hip?
What's cool?
You know?
What's hip? Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So without further ado, George, are you excited to see who our person is?
I'm excited to do all of this.
Yeah. So, actually, at this point, it's not just a person; it's people. I have a whole band for you.
Okay, whole band?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
They go by the name of the Viagra Boys.
Viagra Boys. Oh, a little bit, in your face.
Yeah. I know. It's like so. When you think of that name, obviously a specific image might come to mind.
So, are these younger people?
They're in their late 30s.
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
so
they might need the Viagra start up.
Yeah. So.
That's when it starts.
So they are a Swedish band, post-punk.
Oh, you know what? You know how I feel about the Swedish stuff.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a little refresher?
Well,
How you feel?
A lot of people from Holland
excited for you to know.
like shape music. It's a big deal out there. I'm just saying, man, it's a lot of weird, wacky shit going on up there.
Okay, well, are you ready to see our individuals?
I am a little bit, sure. Are we going to do the video?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you some pictures of the Viagra Boys.
So everybody, look it up.
Yes, so here we go. So this is them in action.
Okay.
You see the angst. They're a little bit older, but you still see the energy, right?
Well, I see that they're doing it.
Some more, they just got the rocker looks, the punk rock look.
I like it.
Right? But yeah, so that's kind of what they look like. They're older gentlemen. It's I think it's like 5 guys. They're all from Sweden. I think the lead singer was born in San Francisco, represent. But but they're all from Sweden, so they have that heavy accent and they have that influence.
Okay.
Where heavy metal and like death metal and punk are really big there.
Sweden?
So, yeah, in Sweden. Yeah. And they've expressed that their influences are mostly punk rock.
Yeah, they like to spit blood at people, stuff like that.
I mean, who doesn't, really? It's one of my favorite
I don't know
songs.
what the big deal is with that stuff. But yeah, man.
Okay. All right, so you ready for a video?
I absolutely am, people. Here we go.
Cigarettes,
Wiener ball.
getting high in the morning, buying things off the internet. Sports,
They're all just a bunch of big dudes wearing no
Right.
shirts. It's like you hear the sax in there for what reason? Right?
Because you're Swedish.
It's crazy.
See, he was spitting something.
Yeah,
See?
it was beer.
And they like to spit.
Okay, so that's one of their biggest songs, right? You gotta see, big dudes, mostly tatted, heavily tatted, and they got the energy of like 20-year-olds, and that's really cool. So yeah, that's a little bit of what they do, what they sound like. First impressions, George. Give us
First
the
impressions
tea.
is they look like a fun band.
Okay.
Yeah. Just off the top, the swag on them is that they just coming out like having a good time. I really like that. I mean, you know, like you said, they're big guys, having a good time, and I'm kind of like a big guy who likes to have a good time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as the music goes, I think they have a great idea. I just don't hear the musicianship in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that's where it's kind of lacking? They got the look and the feel.
To me-
that comes across.
Yeah, the look and the feel, like, you know, hey man, we're doing this, we don't care. That comes off really good. But the you know, the sound of it and the quality of it, to me, harkens back to garage bands or backyard parties and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see a keg there, and, you know,
Yeah.
you know, and people
barbecuing maybe.
maybe,
you know,
yeah, dogs barking and stuff. You know. Yeah, I definitely
clouds.
feel that there, and for that I love. So
Okay.
if I was like in that area, I would hang out with those guys and.
Yeah, they seem like a good time. That's for
Right,
sure. You know,
right.
the main singer is a tattoo artist first, so it's heavily covered in tattoos. A lot. His work is amazing. You know, you can go check him out. I'll link him. But their whole thing is they're really punk inspired, classic punk. They're really, you know, big Nazi punk stuff off, you know, kind of a thing.
Nazi
and,
punk.
Yeah, and
I like that.
they just love to have a good time. They know that they're older guys, they're big guys, so they don't jump around and anything. They stay within their limits. But it looks like a fun time. I would love to see them at a festival. They were supposed to play Coachella, which was unfortunately canceled.
Right.
So when they come around, maybe. But
Well, I couldn't imagine they would be on what stage. I mean,
they were gonna be on the big one.
I tell you what, if I was at Coachella and spent all that freaking money that I had to spend to hear that band, I'd be pissed. I'm telling you right now.
If that was a headline.
If that's where I ended up at 10, I'm seeing that I'm pissed off.
Dang.
Kinda, yeah. Because that's big money.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
big money. That's
I was gonna go.
That's time spent, multiple days.
Yeah, you see that?
Boy.
Yeah. Fucking punks from Switzerland.
Okay.
And they don't even spit blood at me? I'm done. That's not happening.
Not about it. Okay.
All right.
That's fair enough. Okay, so you wouldn't spend a massive amount of money to see them. They're
No.
not that big, exciting for you. Musicianship is lacking.
Right. And
But-
that's the only reason.
Okay, but you do pros. Where you do feel like you can hang out with them. They're cool guys.
Absolutely.
And you identify with them.
Right. The problem with that is that that's not what I want in my rock star. And
Oh,
people, you know what I mean?
That's an interesting point. Yeah, when you're looking for a rock band.
When I'm looking for a
and
band to
guy-
spend money on, to
Okay.
drive to, you know, do the whole thing. I don't want guys who just look at me, you know, who just want to have a good time. You know, I'm paying for a show. I'm paying for, you know, guys who, you know, give a crap. You mentioned Coachella. I've never been to Coachella because I've never liked the music, the band picked there. I mean, and two, I always thought it was you know, catering to the younger crowd who, you know, who would probably like that. You know what I mean?
Burn. All right.
Who sit in tents and, you know,
Yeah.
and all these things. But my friend has gone every year and he loves it. So, but I've never gone. But this one year, I was gonna finally go because of Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
So,
gonna go because Pop.
so now, if I was gonna go see Rage Against the Machine and they were playing in some tent, I'd probably go check them out and then probably, you know, just go wait for something else.
You know, on the topic of this band, you know, I think they're super dope. I think it's a really fun, sludgy sound. You know, I love that heavy bass. You know, that's way cool to me. And I love that they're living within their means, so to speak, in terms of their music and their speed. You know, I would love it to be a little bit faster. So it's a little bit lacking there. But for me, I would pay to go see them on a main stage. I think that'd be badass. Them and a few more punk bands would be awesome to me.
Yeah.
So it really is just like a new generation, new sound of, you know, post-punk, which is really cool.
Well, you know, and that being said, that if I've heard this band and I know they're from Sweden,
Okay.
and I kind of like them, and if they came here from Sweden, I probably still go to see them. But,
Okay.
But if you're a kid who likes them and they come all the way here and they've made it, that's pretty swaggy. I give that big props because, man, that's a long way to go, man.
It is.
And
Yeah.
to play like at the Troubadour or something, man, that's a big gig.
Cool.
So,
That's
yeah.
a really good perspective. You know, I didn't really think about that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean,
All right.
they're not. It doesn't look like they're like pushing and, you know, desperate.
Yeah, yeah.
sleeping
They're
on
just-
they're not sleeping in their
super-
cars and on the Sunset Strip.
Super mellow, go with the flow kind of guys. They look like you could just have a beer with them, whatever. So
Well, you can have a lot of beers with those guys. And
They
that's
look
what I'm
like
in
they
for.
already had a lot of
And I'm in for that.
Okay.
If I want to sit and drink beer, if that's what was going on at their show, I'm in.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so then now considering the look, the tatted, shirtless, but also sometimes wearing the suit look, the music, the style, the speed, the audience that might be there, where they might be playing, all this into consideration. The fact that they're from Sweden, which apparently is a big deal for you. It's a big factor, I guess. All that compiled, what are you thinking, George? For people that are new here, we go from a scale from 1 to swag.
Right.
Yes. 5 being swag.
Right. I'm gonna go with 2.5 swags.
2.5 swag?
Yeah.
This, ladies and gentlemen, this has never been happening
What do you
before. We have never had that low of swag before.
Yeah, because I don't think they're that good as far as playing goes.
Okay.
I mean, to me, the playing, if you're a good musician, and it doesn't matter what you look like, So the fact that they're not very good musicians and they don't look like very good, like a professional band, that takes it down.
All right.
No,
I just seem to disagree. I think they look like a band. I think they look super dope and super don't like you said, they don't give a care in the world about what's going on. Just there for a good time. That to me is not a downside. That's an upside.
I just don't think you can have both of those. You can have one or the other. You can't be not looking like a rock star and then not playing like a rock star.
All right. Well, so
they can have a look. They could have figured out some type of
Their
style.
look is shirtless buff dudes.
That's not a look. That's what I do.
You don't do it on stage though, Dad.
That's my
Come
point.
on,
Because I
come
because I sit at home, not on stage.
No way. I think it's a totally sick look. Bulky, chubby men just without shirts and cuddly tatted playing bass in like a really sick way. I'm about it. So you're giving them a 2.5.
I'm giving them 2.5 because I gotta be honest.
I'm gonna give them a 4.5, man, for swag.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry. So I don't know if we're gonna average those scores or not.
People-
we've never disagreed on this before.
Look at this. Look at the video. Make your own choices.
All right. Well, that was our swag check, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
being
everybody.
here.
This is my girl right here.
Yeah. I am Ray, and this is George.
And this is my armpit.
Go ahead and check us out on Spotify.
Absolutely. We love
podcast app,
everybody.
Instagram, all that. Thank you so
Come
much.
back for more.